live flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mustangs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffaloes offense will have the first possession of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page. Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game, because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live, so he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of three. Converts on fourth down, still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. A 1st down for the offense. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
The Buffaloes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. To the air, it's Gossett. Makes the grab, it's flat. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. Slithers into space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. He'll pitch it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Snow. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Card in the backfield. It's Landry. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Mustangs are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll keep it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Now on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The quick out. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Handoff to the single running back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to slam it in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the run, it's Snow. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Gossett. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Finding open areas. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do?
Breaks into the open. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Back to throw, it's Gossett. Unloads to the wideout. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU! Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hand off to the lone back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Gossett. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. These quarterbacks have been wheeling and dealing. A little bit of everything through 2 quarters. Exactly what we expected all week, if not even exceeding those lofty expectations. Feels like the defense that can at least contain one of these dual threats is going to be celebrating a hard-fought victory, although easier said than done.
Trying play action. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll find a way drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Gossett. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Snow. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got him. They knew the line they had to defend, had to keep him from getting to the 30, and they do it and force a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He tries to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Bucs! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now the play fake. He uncorks one deep. Hauls it in down the sideline. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. A designed run for the quarterback. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that. Flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Landry. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. They put on the heat and they blocked it.
You never know how weather affects the kick, and the rain's coming down, obviously, but the field goal unit does a great job getting penetration, getting back deep in the backfield, and then blocking the kick for the big momentum shift.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires on the move. This time it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to buy time. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to punch it in. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. I see a look of disappointment from this kicker, but that offense is happy. They'll stay out there and go for it. Fourth and goal from the 4. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The give on the option. Turning it on. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6. The Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Using his feet. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And the Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Picks up the first down. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's first and 10 again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. And the Mustangs have it with a first and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Spins away from the defense. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Gossett. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Shakes off the defender. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Buffaloes look to keep this drive humming. Leads it with the running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Brings into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Buffaloes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Handoff from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Quarterback moving. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Oh, they're after him. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Looking downfield, it's Gossett. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Grab near the marker. It's Snow. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, SMU.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. He's looking deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He hauls it in, and nobody's close.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
There's the pressure. The sure hands, it's Washington. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground with the battle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Good! They win it as time expires on a walk-off field goal. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That